Be honest with yourself for a moment. These past few days, something in you has been quieter, heavier. You have been finishing things you did not start consciously, pulling away from noise, feeling tired in a way that sleep does not quite fix. You probably called it a bad week. It is not a bad week. Tonight, June 15th, 2026, the moon disappears completely, and everything she has been doing in the dark, you have been doing with her. This is not an ordinary new moon letter. The date itself adds up to 22, the number an old tradition calls the master builder. A blank sky, on a builder's day, arriving in your life exactly now. In the next 10 minutes, I want to show you why the heaviness you have been carrying was preparation, what this specific night is asking of you, and how to plant one intention that will still be alive when the moon is full again. This letter is about you. Let's open it. Look up tonight, and you will find nothing. 0% illumination. The moon rises with the sun, walks beside it all day, and never shows her face. And here is what almost nobody tells you about that. The moon spends her whole cycle being watched, photographed, wished upon, performing light that is not even hers. Tonight is the one night she stops performing. If you have been the strong one lately, the one who answers, who holds it together, who shows up lit for everyone else, some part of you has been craving exactly this. One night of not being seen, and not owing anyone a glow. The sky is in Gemini now, the sign of voices and questions. So while the moon goes quiet, ask yourself one honest question. Whose light have you been performing, and what would one private night return to you? Today's energy will confuse you if you fight it. You will sit down to start something and feel nothing. You will reach for motivation and find an empty pocket. Do not panic. Nothing is wrong with you. A seed does not sprout on planting day, and you are not behind. You are at day one, and day one is underground. The only mistake you can make today is forcing momentum, launching loudly, demanding clarity from a sky that is deliberately blank. Today asks for one thing: choosing, not doing everything. Choosing one thing. The doing belongs to the 2 weeks of growing light between tonight and the full moon of June 30th. Tonight, you only point the compass. And if all you manage today is rest, then rest is what the beginning looked like. One more thing about today: watch how you speak to yourself when nothing moves. The voice that calls you lazy on a day like this is the same voice that called the dark moon empty. Both are wrong in the same way, and you do not have to believe either of them tonight. In human design, the sun crossed into gate 12 today, the gate of caution, the power of the pause. And there is something in this gate that knows your history. Think of the last dream you said out loud too early, to someone who raised an eyebrow, changed the subject, called it unrealistic. You watched it shrink in real time. You learned to stop saying things. Gate 12, line 2 says, that instinct was not cowardice. Some things are not meant to be broadcast. They are meant to be spoken once, ripe, to the right ear. This new moon is made of words, but not loud ones. Whatever you are about to begin, you do not owe the world an announcement. You owe one true sentence to one safe place, even if that place is just the dark of your own room. Now, let me show you something you have been getting wrong about yourself, gently. Every lunar calendar humanity ever built starts the month on the darkest night, not the brightest. The Babylonians, the Hebrew calendar, the Islamic months, the Chinese year, all of them call the black sky day one. Hold that against the story you have been telling about your own dark seasons. The months where nothing visibly happened. The year you do not put on the timeline when you tell people your life. You filed those under lost time. But everything that lives begins out of you. A seed germinates underground, where no one applauds. A child grows 9 months in darkness before meeting the light. Your best ideas arrive at the edge of sleep, in the shower, on the walk where nobody needed you. Darkness was never absence. It is privacy. Protection for things too young to be judged. So those invisible seasons of yours were not gaps in the story. They were the chapters where the story was actually being written. And tonight, the sky is handing you that same protection again. Whatever you plant in this dark does not owe anyone a progress report. That is not hiding. That is germination. And then there is the date. In numerology, you read a day by adding its digits. June 15th, 2026. 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6.
22.
Most numbers get reduced further. 22 does not, because tradition holds it apart as a master number, the master builder. And the master builder is a very specific kind of person. It is the one who sees, in painful detail, a life that does not exist yet, and has to live in this one while carrying the blueprint. If you have ever felt the ache of being able to imagine so much more than you have built, that is not a character flaw. That is the 22 ache, and tonight wears its number. Here is what the master builder knows that the dreamer does not. A vision does not weigh less when you ignore it. It only gets lighter brick by brick. Gemini gives tonight its language. 22 gives it hands. Speak the vision, then immediately give it one brick. Not the 5-year plan. One sentence and one first step. The calendar will not hand you a cleaner night for this all year. But let's be honest about the real problem with intentions, because it is not discipline. Every new moon list you ever abandoned taught your nervous system one quiet lesson. Do not believe yourself. By now, when you whisper a promise inward, something in you smirks. That is the actual wound, broken self-trust. And tonight we repair it with a method built small on purpose. The 48-hour method. Hour 0, tonight. Write one intention.
1.
As a sentence you could say without flinching, not become healthier, but I walk every morning before I open my phone. Present tense. Small enough to be true. Day 1 tomorrow. Give it a voice. Tell one person you trust, or say it out loud alone in the car. A thing spoken exists. Psychologists call it commitment. The old traditions called it a vow. Same machinery. Day 2. Wednesday. Lay the first brick. The smallest version counts double. 1 line written. 5 minutes walked. The single message sent. Spoken, witnessed, started. Inside 48 hours. That is not productivity advice. That is you showing your own nervous system that your word is good again. Everything else, this cycle builds on that. And if you want to seal it tonight, here is your 5-minute ritual. Sit in a dark room. Phone in another room, because the blank sky deserves one blank hour. Write your one intention in present tense, as if it is already quietly true. Then read it aloud once. Softly is enough. On a Gemini new moon, the voice is the ceremony, and yours is the only one this intention needs to hear. Then fold the paper and put it somewhere safe. On June 30th, under the full moon, you will open it, not to check a task, but to meet the person who wrote it. That folded paper is a letter to the version of you who is done waiting. Make sure they receive it. Take one line with you into this blank sky night. You are allowed to begin again, as many times as it takes. The moon has restarted her story 12 times a year for 4.5 billion years, and not once has the sky called her a failure. Beginning again is not weakness. It is literally how light works.
Sit with that for a breath.
And if nobody has said it to you plainly in a while, the fact that you keep trying to begin again after everything was never your weakness. It has always been the most stubborn, most beautiful thing about you. That was tonight's moon letter, day 1 of a brand new cycle. And consider this before you go. Out of all the nights this could have found you, it found you on the one night the sky reset. Make of that what you will. Subscribe if you want tomorrow's letter. There is one every single day, and we will walk this whole cycle together to the full moon of June 30th, when that folded paper opens. Send this to one person who deserves a fresh start this week. Until tomorrow, one sentence, one brick. Walk gently.